Conservation of plants and animals. Learning about conservation of plants and animals. Conservation of forest and wildlife. Having become aware of the effects of deforestation, all the students were worried how forests and wildlife can be saved. A visit to a biosphere reserve for the class students was arranged. The school authority selected a place named Pachmadi Biosphere Reserve. The plants and animals found here are similar to those of the upper Himalayan peaks and to those belonging to the lower Western Ghats. The biodiversity found here is unique. A forest employee, Madhav, was requested to guide the children inside the Biosphere Reserve. He explained that preserving areas of such biological importance make them a part of our national heritage. Biosphere is that part of the earth in which living organisms exist or which support life. Biological diversity or biodiversity refers to the variety of organisms existing on the earth, their interrelationships and their relationships with the environment. Madhav explained to the children that apart from personal efforts and efforts of the society, governmental agencies also take care of forests and animals. The government lays down rules, methods, and policies to protect and conserve them. Wildlife sanctuaries, national parks, biosphere reserves, etc., are protected areas for conservation of plants and animals present in that area. To protect our flora and fauna and their habitats, protected areas called sanctuaries, national parks, and biosphere reserves have been earmarked. Plantation, cultivation, grazing, felling trees, hunting, and poaching are prohibited there. Sanctuary. Areas where animals are protected from any disturbance to them in their habitat. National Park. Areas reserved for wildlife where they can freely use the habitats and natural resources. Biosphere Reserve. Large areas of protected land for conservation of wildlife, plant and animal resources and traditional life of the tribals living in that area. Biosphere Reserve. Children along with the school authority, Mr. Nair and Mr. Madhav entered the Biosphere Reserve area. He explained that biosphere reserves are the areas meant for conservation of biodiversity. As you all are aware that biodiversity is the variety of plants, animals, and microorganisms generally found in that area. The biosphere reserves help to maintain the biodiversity and the culture of that area. A biosphere reserve may also contain other protected areas in it. The Pachmadi Biosphere Reserve consists of one national park named Satpura and two wildlife sanctuaries named Bori and Pachmadi. Flora and fauna. As the children walk around the Biosphere Reserve, they appreciated the green wealth of the forest. They were very happy to see tall teak trees and animals inside the forest. Suddenly, a student found a rabbit and wanted to catch it. She started running after it. Madhav stopped her. He explained that animals are comfortable and happy in their own habitat. We should not disturb them. He explained that some animals and plants typically belong to a particular area. The plant and animals found in particular area are termed as flora and fauna of that particular area. Sal, teak, mango, jamun, silver ferns, arjun, etc. are the flora, and chinkara, blue bull, barking deer, cheetal, leopard, wild dog, wolf, etc. are examples of the fauna of the Pachmari Biosphere Reserve. Endemic species. Soon the group quietly entered the deep forest. Children were surprised to see a very big squirrel. This squirrel had a big fluffy tail. They were very curious to know about it. Madhav told them that this is known as the giant squirrel and is an endemic to this area. Endemic species are those species of plants and animals which are found exclusively in particular areas. They are not naturally found anywhere else. A particular type of animal or plant may be endemic to a zone, a state, or a country. Madhav shows sal and wild mango as two examples of the endemic flora of the Pachmadi Biosphere Reserve. Bison, Indian giant squirrel. Flying squirrel are an endemic fauna of this area. Madhav explained that the destruction of their habitat, increasing population, and introduction of new species may affect the natural habitat of endemic species and endangered their existence. Species is a group of populations which are capable of interbreeding. This means that the members of a species can reproduce fertile offspring only with the members of their own species and not with the members of other species. Members of a species have common characteristics.
That is all in this topic, students. Keep learning.